You are listening to the audio production of Manifesto, Christian America's Contract with Minorities, by Harry R. Jackson, Jr., published by Whitaker House. This book is read by Charles Lewis. Chapter 1. Shared Destiny. When I was about 8 years old, my family began taking me and my brother Eric on long trips from Cincinnati, Ohio to Norfolk, Virginia. It's easily a 9 to 11-hour drive. The roads and the terrain changed frequently, and so did our drivers to ensure the stress of the trip wasn't on one person alone. Bathroom and food breaks were numerous, but we always arrived early in the evening before sunset. We were joyfully greeted by Big Mama, our aunts, and scores of cousins and friends. Those summers were amazing. The food, fun, and fellowship were unparalleled. My parents often drove back home after reconnecting with our huge extended family for only 36 hours, leaving me and Eric in Virginia for 6 to 8 weeks annually. Those wonderful vacations enabled me and my brother to learn our family's narrative and aspirations, as well as where all the bodies were buried. To its credit, our family produced a Chief Justice on the Supreme Court of Virginia, nurses who ran citywide departments, school principals, social workers, teachers, college professors, military personnel, FBI agents, real estate agents, and a few preachers. In many ways, America today resembles my family back then. We need to think about minorities as being the precocious, ever-maturing children of a large family who are rapidly growing up. As they do so, they can help to drive our country to a better destination. Our goal for every minority group is full participation and full ownership of our values and the rights and privileges of our land. A Manifesto for Social Change. This book will set forth a biblical agenda or manifesto for social change in our nation. Christians of every denomination and ethnic stripe will be welcomed into our new coalition to add their proportional contribution to our national vision and strategic direction. We will continue to use the metaphor of a family traveling together in order to describe what we have to do to arrive at our family's destination safely and in good spirits. Let me explain. Most Christians believe that they have been invited into a fully functioning family. As we live out our values in the marketplace, we are called to influence the world in which we live. For years, secular humanists and non-believers from every walk of life have been telling the church and its members to retreat back within the walls of our houses of worship. They have attempted to give us only freedom of worship within the walls of the church, without freedom to express our beliefs and lifestyle outside those walls. The mythic doctrine called the separation of church and state has been both misunderstood and misapplied. Our founders wanted to protect the church from government control. Instead, many anti-church crusaders envision an unfounded right to control the church's engagement in secular conversations about law, public policy, and culture. I have written this work because the church is no longer living in our grandmother's America. The moral majority can no longer be defined as a group of aging white men with ironclad influence over its church members' thoughts, lifestyles, and social practices. In 2018, William H. Frye's research clearly indicated that the U.S. would become minority white within the next 20 or 25 years. His statistics also point out that for youth, the post-millennial minority population under 18 is expected to become the majority in 2020. The browning of America will be received with joy by many and fear by others. These demographic changes will affect fashion, industry, our engagement with media, and hundreds of nuances concerning how we live, love, and express ourselves in the years ahead. Anyone who watches cable news or peruses social media will acknowledge the fact that both generational and ethnic tensions are rising. Frye makes a surprising declaration in his book, Diversity Explosion: How New Racial Demographics Are Remaking America. He says, "The current period of profound racial change will lead to a less divided nation than today's older whites or younger minorities fear."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?